this. One of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. On target over the middle. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Knowles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Berry. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
On third down, here's Durham. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
And man, that's a great job by this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unleashes one. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the return, it's Carter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the running back working one-on-one with the linebacker on that angle route, but he couldn't reel it in.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Caught. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Look out! He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
I like the aggressive nature by this defense. They've got the opponent backed up on the goal line. They're going to send the blitz, try to get an extra guy in on the pass rush, and they get home, getting the safety.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone.
Found a seam on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Gotta make the play on 4th. They get to him as he throws. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got... Touchdown, Florida State! Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and long here. Handoff again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 36, so now probably a passing situation.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Makes the grab. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
On first down, it's Durham again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's past the sticks. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. From deep, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Buying a little time to his left. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit, they were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for room. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter, got to make something happen, got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Out wide right, it's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here's Durham one more time. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU! 15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be...
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Drops back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Handoff, Durham running left. Got enough for the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.